Yo, it's Spark. Yo, we got combos to do. Uh, hmm. Some DMC5. Cause why not? It's a good thing to start on there, you know. If I do say so myself. Also sorry for the creaky chair. This thing is definitely on its last legs. So it kind of sucks, but videos would be. I was watching this video about good games with bad ports, and surprisingly one that wasn't on the list was Star Wars Force Unleashed. It has a pretty horrendous port for DS, Nintendo DS. Like, I really don't know why they made it for that, but probably for sales. Who knows? Because that's what it really comes down to when you think about it. It's all about those sales. Especially if the game is popular. Force Unleashed was big when it first dropped. It wasn't a bad game too. I will say though, the game kind of suffers from, well, it suffers from bad hit stop syndrome. Hit stop should be used pretty sparingly. Like Capcom is a good example of a company that knows how to do hit stop pretty well, but Force Unleashed, I felt like the hit stop in that was kind of just not consistent, and I don't know, in some cases it felt like it didn't make any sense, you know? So I really want to figure out this issue that I have sometimes when I'm on a target, and then like for some reason, if they get launched up in the air really high, Dante doesn't follow them, it's just like lock on to something else. I don't know where that comes from. Could be an issue with the controller itself. Or it could be something in the settings I gotta tweak, I don't know. But Dante still needs a lot more practice. A lot more. Okay. I always messed up that hat pull move. Not consistent when it comes to it. So yeah, I gotta definitely practice that one more. This guy starts off with the nuke attack. Pretty much gotta hard target him. Don't want to get nuked out of nowhere. Wrong move. So sloppy. Yeah, I see it like right there. I gotta figure out what causes that. It's like I'll launch them up with the rose, and then sometimes Nate will just stop locking onto the target. Maybe it's like camera controls or something I gotta tinker with. Happen again there. Attack the other guy. Whatever, I'll just kill these little dudes. These dudes have quite a bit of hyper armor. The riots. Change targets again. I really gotta fix that. Monster Hunter Wilds. So I own the game. Friend bought it for me. Can't play it. Trying to see if that April update is gonna do anything. Because technically I can play it, but it's just like if I want to play at 30 FPS, that is. Yeah, I don't mind playing the older Monster Hunters at 30 FPS, but this one kind of has no excuse running that bad. So hopefully the April update does bring a bunch of optimizations, because surprising enough, from the announcement, they didn't really show too much that was being added. So I'm guessing most of that time probably was used to actually fix the game, maybe. Who knows? Copium. So playable, but definitely I want my fans to run that, or my GPU to run at freaking 90 degrees and stuff. So I've seen people say that 4080s is running at 90 degrees. I'm like, what? And you play for that long? Let's like take a risk. What the fuck? One of the worst enemy types in the game. And I thought, for the longest, I thought Monster Hunter World ran on the RE engine, but it didn't. So Monster Hunter, for the most part, have been running on the same engine since the first game. So since 2004 all the way to, I think Rise had a different engine. Probably not. I don't quite remember, but all the way up to that long, Monster Hunter has been using the same engine. Might do some Rochi 4 as well. Who knows? So I'm gonna die. So probably not. No. Space Nero. New Metroid as well coming out. Metroid Prime should be a good time with those games, because I have played the first one and I did really enjoy that. I knew it was going to be pretty sloppy. I've been playing as him that often compared to Dante. It's usually the other way around. I swear, this morning I was so unnecessarily tired. Like, I got mad sleep, but well, not this morning, but yesterday technically. I was just so freaking tired for no reason. But then I got some coffee, and then I was like, oh, I'm good. So yeah, I overslept. I guess it made me feel tired, which is kind of goofy how the body works. So you get too much sleep, you feel tired. It's like, huh? Because that makes sense. So oops. I gotta move my tablet. Next game. Maybe some Orochi 4? I don't know. Let's try some Roshi 4. Hopefully it starts. This game is very bipolar. Whether we want to start or not. Naturally it does, but it does start. But with this mod, it's like a 20-30% chance it'll not let me into the game. Oops, I mean to go to challenge mode. It's a shame. A lot of the abilities you get from challenge mode are kind of doo-doo. So I was experimenting with a lot of the stuff in that mode just to see if there's something that you can use for combos. And nope, a lot of the stuff is just kind of balls. So, which sucks because I don't know. You would think on paper a lot of that stuff would work, but nope. Because they had an ability kind of like conflagration. I think it's called. I forgot what it's called in what's the game called? Freaking. I swear it's 8 Empires, but I think it's called Fervor or something. I forget. Also, I believe I turned the turbo down a little bit. That man blocking. That's not gonna hit. That'd have been nice. Whoa. Just behind me. Only could really hit that in the corner. That move. Two behind. It's a pretty fun team comp. Stop blocking. Kind of glad I didn't give up on this game as far as combos go, because I always felt it was kind of, I don't know, kind of a annoying trying to learn this game. I think mainly because for a while I was playing with the lock-on, and I really wasn't a fan of the lock-on. but you can definitely play this at a high level without lock on. I liked a lot how you could adjust the lock on levels in Pirate Warriors 4. It was pretty nice in that game. Alright. See who we can run next. Shotai, of course. Xiaoyu. Kotaro. Wrong guy. The animation though. Oh, holy shit. Didn't know where he was for a second there. Super sloppy. Oh. Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remake is in the works. Apparently it comes out this year. It's pretty much been confirmed. Me personally, I'm aware that they, you know, nerfed a lot of systems that like Morrowind had for Oblivion, I guess, for the new player experience, I guess. And then Skyrim, they did it even further, but I'm hoping they go back to sort of the Morrowind systems that they had, because you know, the way you can make potions in that game and level up skills and all that, dungeon crawling, I feel like it was a lot better in Morrowind. Is that Morrowind, obviously, you know, it was a RPG game first and foremost, so the combat wasn't the greatest. So I know they're not going to do away with the streamlined version of the hack and slash stuff. But that combat better feel good though, because Oblivion combat is so bad. The like the attack feedback and all that stuff feels horrible. I don't think freaking Bethesda made a single game where the combat felt good. I can't think of a single game that they've made. Yeah, not even just Fallout 4. The gunplay and the combat wasn't great, and like the gunplay and the melee wasn't great. And obviously, like, you know, Fallout wasn't great either. So stories were good, kind of. Well, New Vegas was pretty damn good. New Vegas is like, I think of New Vegas as like DMC4. Like, New Vegas, you know, has really great story. Devil May Cry 4 doesn't have the greatest story, but the combat was really solid, and it still holds up now. And both of the games was like made on a tight schedule, like they were rushed. That's kind of crazy. Just think about how New Vegas was rushed, but somehow it has the best story of any Bethesda game. And like more choice when it comes to the endings and all that stuff. Like that's kind of sad. Now, granted, they did had Obsidian make it, but still, I think it's still one of Obsidian's best stories. I think they made another game that was said to have a really good story too, but can't quite remember what game it was. Yeah, I forget. But yeah, no, Devil May Cry combat is really good. Or Devil May Cry 4. To the point where, like, I'm actually not surprised why there's not many games that copied it. It would be pretty hard to, like, we haven't seen hack and slash games truly reach its peak outside of like Ninja Gaiden, Devil May Cry. It's like Team Ninja and Capcom, you know. There's been very few instances where melee combat was like really solid in different games. Kind of crazy to think about. Usually if the game has good combat, melee combat, good feedback, all that stuff, 9 times out of 10 it's a Japanese game. I haven't played an American game with good melee combat. I can't think of a single game. One of my favorite games of all time is Gears of War. But it's mostly their gunplay and moment-to-moment combat. So like the guns, like the Gnasher and stuff like that. Actually, has like solid feedback on them, but I don't know. Melee combat, not so much. You know? Like, Monster Hunter, I've been playing that a lot. You know, the older ones as well. Even the older Monster Hunter games, early 2000s, even that had good feedback on the attacks. Yeah, I don't know. You don't get really good melee combat these days. I'm trying to think. Could you technically count Doom, like Eternal? With the executions and stuff you can do? Does that count as like melee combat? Because most of the time you're using guns. Kind of sad that they toned down the character action aspect of Doom for the next one. I kind of get why they did it. Yeah, I kind of get why they did it. No, because they don't want it to be too overwhelming, I guess, to the average player. Doom Eternal was extremely fast-paced and brutal. It was quite literally a first-person character action game, in a sense, which I liked a lot. When I was playing, I was like, "Yo, this is like peak first-person shooter." I just wanted to see if people could, push the limits of that style. I know we have Ultra Kill, but I mean, we're still not seeing. We're seeing some like we're seeing copycats of Doom, but they don't necessarily nail like the Doom Eternal format. Like that well, I guess you could say. Hopefully, we do get another Doom Eternal copycat. But they are toning the next one down. They making it more play like the classic Dooms, which I get it. I understand. Like I get why they're doing it. Cause it wasn't Doom 2016 kind of like that too. Like it wasn't too visceral and fast paced. It was like kind of play like the classic ones. It might be going that direction. See, I remember seeing the like the showcase, and I was like, nothing too crazy. And yeah, nothing too crazy. But hey, they probably know what's best. They probably seen the complaints. But yeah. Might just call it here. My throat's kind of hurting. Don't know why. But yeah, till next time.